Be me. 28, live in small town, work at gas station part-time. Kinda dead inside, but good at pretending I'm chill. Night shift, raining like a JRPG cutscene. Almost midnight, store's empty. Girl runs in wearing full wedding dress. Soaking wet, mascara war paint, high heels in hand, freezes when she sees me like a deer caught midlife crisis. We both just stare at each other. She says nothing. I say, need help? Like a dumbass NPC. She says, do you have a car? Say yes before even thinking. She nods and says, drive me anywhere but here. Okay.exe. Close-up shop early, toss keys to manager later. Let her in my 2006 Corolla. She's shaking like a leaf with trust issues. Start driving out of town with zero plan. Ask what's going on. She says I couldn't marry him. Asks me not to ask more yet. Respect the chaos. We stop at an all-night diner 2 towns over. She borrows my hoodie. Wedding dress is in trunk like a corpse of expectations. Over pancakes at 1 a.m., she tells me everything. Engaged to rich guy she didn't love. Family pressured her. Realized at the altar that she felt nothing. Ran the moment the vows started. Nobody knows where she is. Says she just wants to feel like a human again. Feel that. Drive for hours. Talk about everything and nothing. She tells me her name is Rachel. Asks for mine. Lie and say John. Don't know why. She doesn't question it. Sun starts to rise. We end up near a lake I used to visit as a kid. Park the car, sit on hood, and watch the fog. She says, thank you for not being weird about this. Say, you're welcome, but also, it is kinda weird. She laughs. First real smile I see on her face. We find a cheap motel. 1 room, 2 beds, tension.x. She showers first, comes out in oversized tee and damp hair. I pretend not to stare. She sits on the bed and says, you're safe, right? Say, probably safer than whoever you were gonna marry. She nods, crawls under blanket, stares at ceiling. Long pause. She says, can I sleep next to you? I just don't want to be alone tonight. Nod and climb in next to her, no funny business. Just 2 strangers breathing in sync. Her hand finds mine in the dark. Nothing else happens. But it's the most intimate moment I've had in years. Next day we drive again. No destination, just movement. She buys new clothes at a thrift shop. Throws wedding dress into a donation bin without looking back. I buy her a milkshake. She says it's the first time she's ever felt normal. I tell her she looks weirdly good in my hoodie. She says, I like how you look at me like I'm not a problem. I don't say anything back. Just drive faster. 3rd night. Another motel. Only 1 bed this time. She kisses me. Slow, hesitant, like someone who forgot how. I kiss back, hands exploring like we're mapping unfamiliar territory. She pulls me closer, says, I want this. Not because I'm running, but because I feel safe. We undress slowly. She climbs on top. Every movement says, I choose this. It's not porn, it's something else. Eyes locked, breath shared, silence loud. We finish holding each other like the world might end tonight. Next morning, she's wrapped in blankets sipping motel coffee, says, thank you for rescuing me. Tell her, you rescued yourself. I just gave you a ride. She smiles and says, don't ruin the fantasy, John. I laugh and finally admit that's not my real name. She shrugs and says, don't care. A week passes. We find a small beach town. She gets job at a bakery. I work at a mechanic shop. We rent a 1-room place above a bookstore. Some nights, we don't even talk, just sit in silence. Some nights we fuck like the world's ending. Some nights we fall asleep tangled together like roots of the same tree. She still gets calls from her mom, never answers. Sometimes she looks at her phone like it's a weapon. I hold her till she forgets how to be afraid. Months pass. One night we sit on porch, drinking cheap wine. She says, I never believed in real love, still don't know if I do. I say me neither. But we sit closer anyway. Stars above us, wine on our lips, memory of a wedding she never wanted far behind. My face when I met a runaway bride at a gas station. My face when she asked me for a ride and I gave her a future instead. My face when love is sometimes 2 broken people who refuse to run from each other.